want y'all to listen to Bashar's perspective on why we would choose to reincarnate on Earth, despite so many people thinking this is just an awful place.
If we chose to be here, what the heck were we thinking?
You were thinking, how exciting.
Okay, well, I mean, what were the attributes that made this challenging existence seem like a good idea?
Let me give you a rough analogy. Perhaps not all the males will be able to relate to this, but we'll think of others in a minute. But the females, maybe, will relate to this. Many of you know that when females have babies, sometimes there's a lot of physical pain. And at a certain point, you may say, I'll never go through that again. A year later, oh, I want to have another child. Have you forgotten what it was like? I guess so. You must remember that when you, in a sense, go into spirit, it's like waking up from a dream. And when it feels like your physical reality was a dream, it's not a big deal for a spirit to say, that was interesting, let's do that again. Because from the perspective of the spirit, that's who you actually are, and this was just a dream. It was just an interesting experience. It doesn't carry a lot more weight than that. So the idea really is that even though we know what you experience in this life, the idea is to learn that this life can actually become more like the spirit experience. And over the course of many generations, that's what you're doing, is creating this reality to be more like the vibration of your true natural self and create heaven on earth. And therefore you understand that there is great impact in this, there is great experience in this, there is great love in this, there is great strength in this. Remember that there are many things going on that connect to the experience you are all having on earth that are not just relegated to your planet alone, to your reality alone. As we have often talked about, there are many civilizations that are going through their own transitions. Many of them are not necessarily as strongly invested in the exploration of darkness and negativity as Earth has been. But the point is that if your people can go through the idea of finding light through the experience of extreme dark, if you can do that, then anything is possible. And those other civilizations can learn from you that if you can do it, they can do it. And you are great teachers in that context. And believe me, when you are in spirit and when you see what effect that has and how loving an act it is for you to experience what you have experienced, you often simply come from the compassion and the unconditional love of creation in thus saying, I will do that again. Now, that's not always the reason. There are sometimes as many reasons as there are individuals. Nevertheless, that's a profound one. It's a strong one. It's one that many of you have chosen. And remember, you all knew before you chose these lives that this was going to be an age of great transformation on your planet. Many of you just couldn't resist going along for the ride. You say, I want to be there right at that time. That's so exciting. It's so interesting. Yeah, I know it'll be a little bumpy. But the interest, the excitement, the outcome will make it worthwhile. You all gave yourselves that guarantee, even though your physical minds don't always remember. This is why it's so important to form these dialogues now and relationships with the higher mind, because the higher mind does know that it's all working out. The only reason it seems not to be is because the physical mind is offering resistance to its natural self. But the less resistance it offers, the more fun the ride will be.